Medieval castles. They're the stuff of legends. Towering fortresses that withstood battles, sieges, and centuries of history. But what if I told you the tools and gadgets used in these castles had some unexpected purposes that would leave you scratching your head? In this video, we'll dive into 10 weird and surprising uses for medieval castle tools. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to help us keep uncovering stories like these. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for the last one. It's something you won't believe. 1. The Portcullis, a medieval mousetrap. The portcullis was primarily a heavy iron gate designed to keep enemies out. But in some castles, it doubled as a giant trap, not just for invaders, but also for rats. Castles often faced rodent infestations, and enterprising lords would lower the portcullis just enough to trap rodents in droves, protecting precious food stores. Who knew the mighty gate could serve as a medieval pest control device? 2. Arrow slits. Perfect air conditioning. Arrow slits were narrow openings used for archers to shoot enemies while staying protected. But during peacetime, they were a surprising source of ventilation. Castles were notoriously stuffy, and these slits provided much-needed airflow, making living conditions slightly more bearable. Archery practice and a cool breeze, 2 for 1. 3. The Drawbridge, a giant washing machine. While its main purpose was to provide access over moats or rivers, the drawbridge sometimes served an entirely different purpose: cleaning clothes. Lowering it halfway into the water created a makeshift washboard for scrubbing armor and heavy textiles. Who needs a laundry room when you have a bridge? The murder holes, surprise spice dispenser. Murder holes were used to drop hot oil, stones, or even arrows on attackers below. But during feasts or festivals, they had a friendlier purpose: dropping herbs and spices into food prep areas. Kitchen workers would toss aromatic herbs down these holes to infuse giant pots of stew. Dinner served with a dramatic twist. 5. The spiral staircase, a fitness tool. Sure, spiral staircases were designed to defend against invaders, forcing them to climb in a vulnerable, clockwise direction. But knights also used them as an early form of cardio training. Running up and down these steep, winding steps was a brutal way to build endurance. Who needs a gym when you have castle stairs? 6. Moats, fish farms, and more. We think of moats as defensive barriers to keep attackers at bay, but they also served as fish farms. Castle residents stocked moats with fish, providing a fresh food source in times of peace or siege. Bonus fact, some lords even used the moat water for brewing beer. That's a multitasking moat. 7. The Great Hall tables, shield repair stations. The Great Hall wasn't just for feasts and royal gatherings. The long tables were also used by soldiers to repair their shields. During downtime, knights would gather in the Great Hall to patch up their armor and shields on these sturdy wooden surfaces, keeping them battle-ready. Dinner tables doubling as medieval repair shops. Talk about efficiency. 8. The chamber pots, fertilizer on demand. The infamous chamber pot might not seem like a tool, but it played an essential role in medieval agriculture. Waste from chamber pots was collected and used as fertilizer for the castle gardens. It might sound gross, but it was an early form of recycling that helped grow food for the castle's residents. Waste not, want not. 9. The siege tower, emergency storage unit. Siege towers were primarily used in battle to breach castle walls, but when not in use, they often doubled as storage units. With their tall, enclosed design, these towers were perfect for storing weapons, food, and supplies. Just imagine a medieval version of a storage locker, except it could also be rolled into a fight. 10. The dungeons, ice cream cellars. We associate dungeons with prisoners and torture, but some castles use these cold, damp spaces to store ice during the summer months. Blocks of ice were hauled in from mountains or frozen lakes and kept in dungeons to cool drinks or desserts during royal feasts. It's not exactly a freezer, but it got the job done. So which of these weird uses surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by the strange and grim realities of medieval life, don't miss our video, 10 Worst Medieval Castle Jobs No One Wanted. You'll be glad your job doesn't involve rats or royal bathrooms. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to help our channel grow. Until next time, stay curious and stay inspired.